we are at the Dubai Design District, or D3, for Icons of Porsche, the world's biggest event for Porsche this year. This is my third time attending, and I did film some stuff last year, but didn't actually manage to put it out. So this year we're changing it up a bit, as are Porsche for this fourth installment of their Icons event. Now, the difference this time, although you'd be forgiven for thinking it's business as usual with the best Porsches, classic and new, all in one location, the biggest change is their drive and focus on the community. And it's been more than just a two-day event over the weekend. The pre-events that were set up were incredible. So today, we're going to be spending some time with the community, getting to know some of the key people, the most interesting ones that breathe life into this wonderful tapestry that is the Porsche fraternity, and also see some cool cars. Let's go.
The 2024 Icons of Porsche event was all about marking the 50th anniversary of the 911 Turbo. The venue was filled not just with gorgeous 911 turbos and 5 decades of turbo-themed branding, but also put a strong spotlight on community. One of the biggest communities in the GCC region highlighted at the event was the Cayenne community, led by Samir and Zeus Off-Road.
All the cars that are surrounding us have been touched upon by you, is that correct?
Yep.
And that is a lot of cars. How many cars are here just through Zeus alone?
Today we have 35 cars because of the space only. But
35 cars because of the space. So how many cars could you potentially have, do you think, in an event?
I believe it's plus 300.
Plus 300.
Yeah.
Gee. Modification is a big thing for RennEleven. We love modified cars and modified Porsches especially. And we've seen that you tend to have the most modified Porsches out here in the Gulf. Why do you think the Cayenne platform has become so popular?
First of all, because now they become very cheap to get one, but still have the luxury, the options, everything. Even they have some of the options which is not available with some of the modern cars. So why you won't have to take a Japanese or American car that you reserve, and like the most giving comfort to the other car on the road for long trips or whatever, while you can just buy this car for a cheap price. You can spend even less money, get it done with all the modifications and everything, and you can revenue it.
The work you do is incredible value for money. You know, a lot of people like to book Porsche tax, but it always feels like you refrain from that. That kind of leads me on to the next thing. The big thing for me is community. Community is at the forefront of what we do, and I see the community you've amassed. I'm part of your group, and I feel like a real spy, because we said this last night when we were out. I still don't have a Cayenne. I did have a Cayenne. That's a different story. We'll talk about that when I get the next car. But I can't wait to get a Cayenne and work alongside you to get it up to speed. But the community, what do you think you've done to make it such a welcoming group, and probably one of the most welcoming groups out here in the Gulf?
See, we have here some issues in this part of the world, which is the trust. When you go to the garage, it's not easy to trust the people.
Trust it, yes.
So people are always afraid to go to the garage. When they cut back down, or knowing how those guys will cheat me or whatever, So because I was one of these 2044, I opened my shop. Actually, the shop is a passion, it's not a profession. So before I opened the shop, I used to have the same feeling when my car broke down. I don't want to go to the mechanic because somehow he will play around, So this was my main vision and main focus on when I started to give service to the community, to make them feel safe, make them feel like there's always a support team now. So yeah, this is the main.
And that's one of the things that struck me. Your naturally supportive nature, you make it very welcoming for so many people. And it's not just you bring people in, the people that are around you, I for one, want to see you succeed and see this pride of the person that you are. Long may it continue, Samir. And thank you so much for your time.
So much.
Take care, brother. Appreciate you.
variety really is the spice of life, and nowhere is that more true than with Porsches. Engineering, design and art all collide in the best way. But honestly, it's the people that make it special. Whether you're into air-cooled stuff, lifted Cayennes, GT cars with all the aero, modified slam Porsches, Icons of Porsche brings everyone together. You could really feel that in the lounge bar area, people catching up, telling stories over coffee and cocktails, proper community vibes. That's what it's all about. So to dig into how it all comes together, I had a chat with Luca Rudolph, the guy behind Porsche Middle East's push to build something meaningful within the community.
Managed to bag a couple of minutes with Luca Rudolph here, who is community liaison for Porsche Middle East. Luca, thank you so much for joining us here, man.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Well done, hats off. As community liaison, you've done an incredible job of bringing the communities together here, and it's definitely made it more community focused. Well done. Icons, tell me, how much of a challenge has it been?
Where should I start? I mean, I started at Porsche Middle East 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And from day one, I had Icons of Porsche on my desk. So there's so many
Responsibility.
No, honestly. I mean, my first biggest task was to get in touch with the community, because as a community guy, you have to get in touch with them, get to know them, and you have to get a relationship with them. So that's the most important thing for me. But yeah, Icons of Porsche, I mean, Icons of Porsche itself, we have over 45 different communities here from all over the world at Icons of Porsche. That is amazing. And we celebrate communities in the last 3 days already. I mean,
Have done.
yeah, yes, we have. I mean, we started on Wednesday with a track rally. That was already amazing. We went on track. People could get together from all over the region, but also international as well. Then Thursday evening, we went to Driven, and that was also amazing. I mean, a bit of chaotic cars, obviously, but still amazing. Everyone was super happy. And the beer. Now beer is approved, exactly. And yeah, yesterday, honestly, the community drive to Triple J's, that was the most insane thing I've ever seen. And honestly, that was the most rewarding thing I did last week.
I remember you mentioned to me yesterday, how you felt, tears in your eyes.
Tears in my eyes, honestly. When we went up, when I looked into the mirrors and I saw that many cars behind us, because I was driving, I wasn't taking pictures, so I was driving. So I looked into the mirrors and I went like, this is it. This is what all the work is coming up to now. And now it's like super rewarding. I'm super happy. And yeah, I get to Porsche now, first day now. I think we're already 8 p.m. now, so
So getting there.
yeah, so really happy with the outcome so far. Everything was really nice. Everyone's really nice. Tomorrow, second day, and then see you guys.
I just want to add to this, Icons is great. The event so far has been great. It just feels wonderful that the community is kind of feels front and center, rather than other people. It didn't feel like that previously. Nothing to answer, but more a case of we really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, but honestly, I mean, we never had someone at Porsche Middle East that took care of the community, so someone else had to do that.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm the guy now. No, honestly, I mean, the other people or the other staff, they did their best they could, but they had to do something else as well. And now with me, we have someone that's dedicated for the community. So yeah, it's super important and super rewarding.
It is. It's wonderful. I feel closer to Porsche than ever before. It's because of you and the way you conduct yourself, and also the rest of the team. I've never had that much exposure to them before. It's a good bunch of folks, man.
I mean, honestly, community is also a lot about relationships, and I think we definitely have a relationship at some point. So yeah, no, I'm really happy, and this is really important because I mean the core of Icons of Porsche as well, all the community.
Yes.
Without the communities, we would probably don't have all these cars. And also when I communicate something to you, you immediately communicate to others, and it works just like one big community. So it's really
the way you did that dissemination of information was a lot easier. It made it, and it made everyone feel very included, thinking very inclusive. It's great to see.
It's good because you now have one main contact person. You can complain to, of course, but you can also.
I have actually not complained once. Have I complained once? No. See, I'm positive. Yeah. But mate, well done. I'm so excited to see what's next with you guys and what you do. Well done to you, man.
And also thank you to you on support you're showing. I really appreciate it. It's our life much easier. So make history.
That's what community is about. Thank you, Nicholas.
So as day turned into night, the event was still buzzing. But instead of filming every second, I decided to just kick back with my friends, have a few drinks, enjoy the rest of the evening. It was the perfect way to wrap up an amazing day one.
Welcome to part 2. Quick change for day 2. Got my latte, need it. It was a great day 1. Let's see what's in store today and have a look at some of the cars and maybe even grab some time with some people. Let's go.
As mentioned, Icons of Porsche was all about celebrating 50 years of the 911 Turbo. Every generation was there, from the classic 930 all the way up to the current 992 and everything in between. And it wasn't just about the cars. There were all these really interesting pieces of turbo memorabilia scattered around the venue.
We have got a life-size replica of the Lego 911 Turbo that was released around about 2019. Similar sort of time that it was also released officially on Forza Horizon 4 on the Xbox. Really, really cool. I don't think it drives, but I want one with that size Lego brick. Do you?
Let's shift gears, literally, from turbos to some of Porsche's most legendary race cars. Here we see the 956, the 962 and the 911 GT1 all lined up. You know, a lot of that turbo tech actually came straight out of racing. And alongside those beasts, we had a nod to Porsche's Formula E prowess. There was even an area dedicated for their Formula E car driven by Pascal Wehrlein, and also a whole stand for e-racing and esports. It's amazing how the racing spirit lives on in so many forms.
But there's some other things that would probably draw interest from you. Let's give a quick rundown and see what else there is at Icons this year.
Now, talking about all the brands linked up with Porsche, there were loads of cool stands around. We had Michelin showing off their tyres, Bose with their sound systems, Tag Heuer with their watches, Lego doing their thing, Hugo Boss gear, and of course, Porsche design in the mix, just to name a few. One of the standout brands, synonymous with Porsche, Manthey Racing. They were here showing off their brand new 992 GT3 RS MR. It's basically the ultimate blend of Porsche's engineering and Manthey's motorsport expertise. Here, we get to give you a little bit more information straight from the brand's mouth. Let's do a deep dive.
I managed to grab a couple of minutes here with Michael Grassel from Manthey Racing in front of this gorgeous 992 GT3 RS MR. World premiere here, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We just went online on Friday and we're on the stage yesterday.
It's incredible being able to see it in person. I'm fortunate that I've been able to get up close and personal with the 991 GT3 RS and also the 991 GT2 RS. But this is like everything's turned to 11. Tell us more about the development on this.
Well, yeah, it's a really good question because, you know, everybody just sees the result and the outcome, but the way to it, it's as interesting as the product itself. So the thing is, when we start to do something, you know, we're not based on that show and shine topic.
Yeah.
So we always want to improve the car. So as we say quite often, we don't do anything to the car which doesn't make the car more performant. And this is what we did here. So the whole journey started in January 2023, so almost 3 years ago.
Gosh, okay.
Where we got a car and we take a look at, we analyze, we check what might be improved, what could be improved. Of course, we're working closely together with Porsche. And the first, more or less, chapter takes about 6 months where you analyze, you go to the wind tunnel, you see what you can do, and then you get the first prototypes, you design everything. This is about half a year.
Yes.
Then you actually start testing with the first car, put the stuff on, drive, different racetracks all around, modifying, adjusting, setting up. This takes about a year.
I can imagine.
Because you have to go to, you know, of course we are locally at the Nordschleife, but we want to have the car being performant on any track. So we were in Portimao, Hockenheim, Lausitzring, in Weissach, at the Nürburgring, of course. So Monza, anywhere, just to make sure the car performs anywhere. And then when it's more or less a freeze in terms of technique, then we have to do all the approval in order to make it street legal, Porsche approved, and so on and so on. So in easy words, the car was as fast as it is today already half a year ago, but we have to get it approved, and this also takes that long time.
I can imagine, and it's shown in the details. So I already noted different front splitter. You've got the dive planes. You've got this side panel as well. That's changed. You've got the, what was it now, 8 fins rather than just 2, and that massive central fin, and you replace the entire rear glass with that as well. A bigger wing. You've got bigger side winglets on there. Your diffuser as well. It's mad. I mean, a lot of people would just see it as a lot of fins, but that's from the wind testing. That's all the development cost and the development time has gone into making this. And here's a question. I've heard that the real purpose behind all this latest aero isn't necessarily for outright, I mean, times are important, but it's the ease of being able to extract that performance. Is that correct?
Yeah. So first of all, you have obviously what you see, all the aerodynamic bits and pieces. We simply want to increase it for the purpose of track use and performance use for anyone, not for Jörg Bergmeister or Kevin Estre, because they can deal with the standard car already also quite good.
Yeah.
But for the guys who are maybe not making their money with motorsport, driving cars to the edge. And this is what we did here. So more or less get the car planted, get it easy on the limit, which already the base car is good, but we simply do the one step more, which is maybe also a little bit easier for us than for a big manufacturer. And this is the result. Now you saw all the aerodynamic stuff, but even more interesting is what it's underneath. For example, the suspension.
KW.
First time semi-active. So what we have is, we have shocks. They have 4 acceleration sensors on any shock, and we have another 3 acceleration sensors on the chassis, because with 3, like a chair, you get the exact position, and so you can see, okay, the car is doing this, I need to adjust this. So for example, if you have a pitch under braking, you can stiffen up the front. If you have a roll under turning in, you can stiffen up the side. So this is what we do here, and the aim was to make it semi-active, but the driver, he doesn't feel it. It just performs perfect anytime.
My God. And one more takeaway, those rear aero discs. I have no doubt in my mind, you get so many people saying, can I have a set of aero discs? Can I? And it's part of this kit. You can't just have that and be done with it. And those are very different to the last generation. There's no more soup dish. It just feels like a flat plate. And it looks larger as well. That's for turbulence. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, in general, just to give you a brief idea, the complete aerodynamic was quite complex, because we didn't want to increase the drag of the car, because, we're not running 1000 horsepower, and we still want to get the street legal and road legal and Porsche approved topic. And so we had to find downforce, but keep the drag, which end of the day worked out. So we are 20% higher in downforce at the same amount of drag. Yeah. And especially on the aero disc. So first of all, the aero disc helps the rear wing and the diffuser to work most possible. And as it's a little bit flatter, which you mentioned, on the old cars, the other models like the GT3 or GT4S, they are attached to the rims, and now they are mounted at the center lock, which helps us because, for example, on the GT3, you have a Manthey wheel and you have a standard wheel. So you need 2 different aero discs because of the mounting. Now you can mount at the lightweight alloy, the standard alloy, and the magnesium, always the same disc, because it's attached to the center lock and not to the disc anymore.
So it gives variety as well. Michael, this car is incredible. I know I've seen videos. I can't wait to see it in action out here. When are people expected to get their first kits?
Well, the first kits, we presented it here. We will send out the first kits beginning of January, so from January on in Europe. And from March onwards, we do the rest of the world. So if you're located in Dubai, US, Asia, it will be 1st of March.
Excellent. Well, absolutely can't wait to see this in action. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
My pleasure too.
As we all know, food is definitely love, and Icons of Porsche know this as well. And that's why they've got some of the best eateries from the UAE out here with the nicest food.
Of course, no event is complete without great food, and Icons really delivered. From burgers and pizzas to crepes, and my personal favourite, fried chicken from Bombird. Everything was exceptional. I even got to sneak behind the scenes and see how they cooked it.
So they put this on my bald head because they didn't want hair, and yeah, yeah.
From food to art, Icons really catered for every taste. We got to see some incredible artists in action, including young RennEleven from London, who was there showcasing his excellent work.
Managed to find a nice set of bean bags for me and this awesome artist from Brazil, Adonis. Adonis, thank you so much for taking the time to show us, tease us some of your artwork. So, you have been looking after this piece or creating this piece, and it's something to do with the 50th anniversary of Turbo, is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Tell us more about it.
Like half 992 and half the 930, the first one. So, like a 50 years turbo tribute.
And how did it come about that you were able to produce such a wicked piece for Icons?
Yeah. They invited me to be here, so I came all the way down from Brazil to reveal this piece today. So. Maybe at the end of the video you are going to show them.
Oh, for sure. I'd love to see this.
Yeah. So there is a lot of yellow. I love yellow. You always can see the arrows. So you guys will see the arrows at my artwork. So it reveals my my idea of telling about adrenaline and speed and everything that is related to driving. You know.
So you try and make your artwork as dynamic as the cars that you produce, is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. That's how I make a connection between me and everyone that loves to drive when they see my artwork. So the artwork is the connection, it's the link, you know.
I feel that. With regards to your artwork and your direction is very Porsche. Everything you do tends to be more, quite Porsche. But is that correct? And why is that? What's brought you into this brand?
I don't know how to explain, but I think that, of course, I love the brand. I love Porsche. I have one, actually, because it was a dream that came true, like not so long ago. And I see that Porsche owners, they love the brand and they love everything that's related to the brand. They are like art people, design people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
So
a lot of creatives find like a conduit almost through Porsche.
Yeah, exactly. So you can always see like Porsche is related to art, always, and always have been. You can see like art cars and everything from a long time ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So there's so many colors and so many possibilities to make your own configuration of the car and everything, and everything looks cool. So that's why I think people, when they see my artwork, they want something exclusive for them. And I don't know why, but 99% of my customers, they own Porsche. That's funny. I have
fun.
I have created so you can get, you know.
That's all good.
So you can see that I have created artworks for Ferrari owners, McLaren owners, Aston Martin, you know, but 99% are Porsche owners. That's a natural thing.
It is, isn't it? I think we're very fortunate, especially in this era. There's so many things that people could get into with Porsche. It's not just necessarily being an owner of the car. A lot of it can be photography, filmmaking, content creation, artistry, the mechanics behind the cars. It's one of those brands that lends itself to so many things. It's a dreamer's brand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think so. And I can tell that I think it's the only brand that seems to be that they are looking what the owners are doing, what the owners love to do.
Yeah.
They look at it. So you always see them sharing everything, sharing the passion that everyone has for the brand. So it's not every brand that does that share the passion and the culture
Yeah.
of the streets. You know?
Do you know what it is? I don't know what it is. It's a very good question. It's what you touch upon. The streets, urban culture has found its way to Porsche. Why is that? Why is it so heavily nowadays steeped in urban culture?
I think that I don't know if I'm wrong. It's just my opinion, but I think Porsche it's positioned like in the middle of like normal road cars and supercars. So they catch like a slice of car lovers that people from that are very rich and people that are not that rich, they can own a Porsche. So I think it spreads a lot more than every other premium brand, let's say like this. I don't know if you know what
I agree.
I mean, but
it's attainable. It's, how do I say, it allows for people with a cheap buy-in. People can get into Boxsters, 986s, Cayennes like over there. You know, and sort of appreciate it as an owner as well. The 924, the 944. I know you're a fan of these cars as well. You know, they're fantastic. For me, I got into with a 996, and it's still an attainable 911, which I'm happy with, and long may it continues.
And I can always see like someone with a Cayman rolling with someone with a 918 and the 911 Turbo S. So it's like it's for everybody, you know. And I think that's why this street culture grows so much. And I think so.
Oh, I love it, man. Long may it continue, and long may your art continue, man. It's amazing stuff. And when people say get a load of your art here, it's gonna be
awesome. Thank you so much for this, man.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Obviously, it's a Porsche show, so we've got to talk about some great cars. First up, Porsche was showcasing its newly facelifted 92.2 Carrera T. 6-speed manual transmission, driver focused and a well full of tech, and I think it does 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds or so. Also, they had the facelifted GT3 on display, which is pretty cool. But honestly, the real highlights for me are always the modified cars, and it's always modified with RennEleven, right? My favourite water-cooled 911 had to be that Manthey Racing 3RS that we talked about earlier, but I've got a couple of others I want to show you as well.
My favourite Cayenne so far of this event has to be the Zeus 955 test car. As Samir said before, he's tested this, he's broken it time and time again. This car epitomises everything that Zeus does. Full customization. Now it's running a 4.8 litre directly from the 957. It's also got a manual gearbox. This thing shifts, it looks good, and not just that, it is so purposeful. For me, this is my favourite Cayenne out of the lot.
My favourite air-cooled car, and perhaps my favourite car now here, is this awesome RWB owned by a gentleman from Cologne. Now, this is a very special car, not only because it's a smoothie, which is a very, very rare model, only made in Japan. This particular car came out of nowhere. It was found in Sharjah, randomly purchased by Hellas last year. This car is a real mishmash. It looks like a 964, believe it or not, it's 930 underneath. Also another great thing, the engine built by the powerhouses Promodet over in Japan as well. They're incredible, this car is incredible, and nice touch for Khaled. He's got one of our Kermside t-shirts on in the passenger seat in there. If you're after one of those t-shirts, we have select sizes left. If you're interested, please make sure you badge the the Instagram page, RennEleven, and tell us your size. Let's see if we've got something for you.
And that's a wrap. Honestly, seeing how much more community-centric Icons has become over the years has been a real highlight for me. There's such a wild variety of cars that there's something for everyone, and huge thank you to Luca and the whole Porsche Middle East team for their incredible hospitality and letting us dive into everything behind the scenes. And hey, if you enjoyed hanging out with me, you know what to do. Stick around, hit the subscribe button and join the ride for more. I've got plenty more cool stuff coming your way.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Could you do me a favour, bro? Could you just see where I am on the shot?
Sorry, I was talking to my mom.
Oh, hello, Mum.
It's Sean.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I literally just needed one thing. Could you see where I am in that shot?
Yeah. Where do you want to be?
I literally, can you see all of me? Or...
Only a beard. Right and behind. Right and behind. Yeah, there you go. Stop. Yeah. Come on. Okay, stop. That's it. Don't move.
Okay, perfect. Is it recording?
It is recording, yeah.
Excellent, good stuff. And just for the benefit of everyone, that's Shivon from the Cornea Impression. Bless him helping me out with this. So that's going to go on B-roll and probably at the end as well, like me trying to do this by myself. But anyway,